Hey everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and this is the daily market direction forecast, otherwise known as the market radar. And it's going to be for Wednesday, April 16th. Wednesday, April 16th. You're looking on the screen right now for the action of today. You know, starting off at 9:30, seeing the overall action, amazing recovery in the market. I tell you, maybe I sound a little bit different on this video, but it's because I'm probably exhausted, mentally exhausted and physically exhausted by some crap that's going on. But that's not any of your problem. But the mental exhaustion of watching this market and feeling all that news that was pushing down this market, and there's talk at the 1800 level up there, and it's still quite a possibility. There's no doubt we're just talking about a move, but to see the swing today was pretty impressive. I mean, we started off, and it was good because we follow off with yesterday's market radar, and yesterday's market radar yesterday's was calling for an up day. That's the kind of week it's been. It's been one day to the next. I haven't much time to plan anything out. But yesterday we called for an upside day, and that was, again, pretty tough call because there was a lot of the news out there that was overhanging this market. But the 60-minute was setting up. There's some other things that looked pretty good, and we got that follow through, and it was a good call. And we ended up, S&P ended up over 14 today. Dow's 105. The Nasdaq actually finished in positive territory, and I actually think that we're going to get a boost from the Nasdaq. Excuse me. In the next few days, including tomorrow. So, then we have a lot of interesting stocks setting up, and so we're going to have to probably do some extra work just because the Apples of the world are setting up now, the Googles of the world, even though earnings are coming out tomorrow. A lot of these tech stocks have pulled back. Intel came out pretty good earnings today. I see the aftermarket here pushing even higher. So it's going to be, that might set the stage. The futures are up already. S&P futures, where was the close here? I have to get a read on it, Yeah. Am I seeing that the S&P futures now? What did we close out here? 36, 43, 70 points higher. I'm not going to read on my chart here, over here. All right. But again, the main factor was we sold off really hard. We came into some really serious news. You didn't know what was, if the market was going to continue to head lower, if there was going to be, any of these reports coming out of Ukraine are real. It was just, and we're getting closer to 18. And we came right down to the support one pivot, and we bounced back up. And technically we bounced. It was actually some really good signals all through the day. The whole indicator pack actually, concentrated on a lot of these signals. There was a couple signals that didn't hold as much. You know what? I have to go back and do some back tests. I just didn't. I think at the end of the day, of course, we got that late day surge here, and at that point, things are going into that end of the day session from 3 o'clock on to 4 o'clock was pretty impressive. The market just climbed and climbed and climbed. So an impressive day, and that leaves us looking at and I'm going to want to speed up this video. This thing's only supposed to be about 5 minutes long. I go back here today and we look back at the patterns, the pullbacks in the market, the nice little pullback channels, flags, whatever you want to call them, the organized pullbacks that really are timed well with the stochastics, the crossovers, the breakouts, everything here, just a very organized market, and people making money in organized markets. The question is it time for the organization to kind of fall apart? Right now, everything is looking like it's just a perfect pullback. I think because there's so much nervousness out there with Ukraine that we're reading into this more than maybe we should. Maybe this is just a flag. It's not the beginning of a correction. It's just a pullback. People are looking into this to be something real serious beginning. Oh, we're going to break through 1800. I mean, there's a good shot that this could. But right now, as this is setting up, it has set up like this multiple times before, and each one of those times it reacted the same way. So I'm saying the argument here is, technically speaking, this market wants to run on technicals, and you have greater forces at work that know, basically how the system works. You want things to pull back, you want things to move up, you want to just keep an even keel. Is there a higher power working in the market? I know. So a flag, it's a nice flag. And what was the key thing? The stochastics, oversold on the daily. 60-minute chart, well, we got a crossover today showing the strength. Impressive 1, 2, 3 pattern. It bounced off of 4. It held up actually back here. It came back up. It looks like the next level is going to try to test this level. Again, I think everything here, momentum shifting, volume picking up, some underlying stocks really setting up with outside days, all this pointing to upside. The only thing we see this kind of derailing the move is some overhanging news outside the technical aspects of the market. Any news like Russia, Ukraine, even the Japanese or China, just something that puts pressure on futures. So I'm not looking for a way out, but technically speaking, this looks great. So going into tomorrow, I'm looking for an update. I'm going to give it 2 green arrows. And the only reason I won't give it 3 green arrows is because of the overhanging bad news that could affect the markets. That's something we always have to deal with. So I am looking at possible or a good chance for a breakout of this tomorrow. And well, that's it. That's your market update. A little over 6 minutes long, but a lot of interesting stocks setting up. Maybe it was mentioned I was going to throw one out there. Definitely want to be watching the Solar City tomorrow. We'll be trading that early in the morning. And also the update on the CSX, the railroad. Popped after hours, pulled back, kind of chopping around. It's positive after hours. I think it's actually going to move tomorrow after the conference call when they kind of talk about the coal shipments and the how that was being replaced by other products, and they were already picking up materials and stuff. So they were actually already doing better than they were when they were So anyway, that's going to come tomorrow, and I would expect to see CSX push higher into that conference call. All right, see everyone in the morning. Have a good one.